What's up, guys? Slip the Fall back again with episode 4 of Sky Factory 2 from AT Launcher, and we have some stuff to go over this episode. I've been doing a lot of work over the past week, and not only are we about to start working on getting some non-hostile mobs like some cows and stuff over here, I've been really busy. I went ahead and first off, we added this over here. This guy's been extremely useful. There's a little bit of a grind to get to, but using these, we had to make this thing here, this regular infusion stone, and that allowed us to turn Minicio Essence into ACO Essence into Crucio Essence, and then using the formula we were able to make a Redstone plant. So, which is this one here. If I also bumble around a little bit, it's because I just changed the GUI. I moved the setting down one so everything's not huge and in your face. But we have one redstone crop. We needed the Crucio essence with the Minicio seeds and some redstone, and that gave us this plant here, which 9 of the essence gives us 24 pieces of redstone, and that has all gone over here. Of course, we've been collecting metals and stuff for later projects, as well as pieces for us to continue on later. And this is all the dust and stuff, the non-refined things that I've collected. But we need to get into some kind of storage system, because that's just not working. The main thing I've been working on over the past week was this Stirling generator. The Stirling generator is extremely basic. All you do is you put some wood in here. It works just like a furnace. Anything that can be burned can be turned into RF. So this generates 20 RF per tick. That is powering our grinder over here. This grinder, of course, is filled with essence right now, and you can use a bucket to empty that out, which I've been putting in this drum over here. But this has been helping get through mobs, and that is how we've been collecting just about anything. But I've put all the important stuff from over there in here. Of course, I'm carrying on me all the loot bags, which we will open here momentarily. But other than that, that's what I've been working on. The mob grinder is actually just a simple, almost like a plus sign design. The mobs spawn on these flat decks up here, and they drop down onto these pleasant noise. They drop down onto these conveyor belts, which were pretty simple to make. That's just I think an iron bar and some rubber bars, which you get from putting raw rubber through a furnace. And that's how you make those tracks. And you use a wrench to turn the tracks around whichever way you need to. But the RF feeds into the furnace, or feeds into the grinder, and this is just like the cobblestone generator. We used a transfer node and a pipe to put everything in this chest. And this is a very rudimentary system, and this is by no means efficient. But as we keep playing, this is an easy design to continually upgrade, so this will not be the last build. But other than that, I've filled this chest up once before and emptied it, and I cleared out you get a lot of bows and a lot of bones, and I've been using the bone meal to get any trees or wood that I might need, because that thing runs on that thing goes through stacks of wood pretty fast. But of course, we left our original mob spawner up over here, but that one is not good for catching Endermen, which is extremely important, because we need any of these Ender pearls or Eyes of Ender, anything like that. That any of those mob drops are really important in a lot of mod building recipes. But I've actually been having a lot of luck with these bags, especially for like small components like this conduit probe. This will come in handy a lot. The Ender IO uses a lot of these. But other than that, it's just been bottles of mana. I'm not really a big fan. I've got about 5 of those hearts. There's another one. What is this? Conduit probe. Conduit probe. Are these the same one? They're just not stackable. Pumpkin seeds, string. I'm gonna run out of space in my inventory before we get to. I have a legendary bag. I'm pretty excited about that. The common treasure bags really only hold. Those really only come with gold coins. I'm not entirely sure what those are for. I'll have to do a little research into figuring out what that's all about, but we are up to 7 diamonds, which is nice. But let's see. Got these baubles. I've got another place for these, but they'll go in this chest for now. I'll place these conduit probes over here because they look like I can use them soon. Okay, maybe we'll have enough room. Maybe if we open these up. Yay. 17 coins. I have no idea what to do with coins. That's just useless. Useless coins. Okay. I don't have really any room in my inventory, though. So let's go over here. Well, let's drop some stuff off. Alright. 3 more. More redstone. You can never have enough redstone. A gapple. Mana pearl and iron boots. We actually have some darkstone boots that are pretty awesome, but I got them from one of these. Apprentice ring of Terra. I was really hoping for more. Huh, that's a bummer. Oh well, that's what we got. So some things that I'm probably going to get to this week that I'm working on. I have still not automated my sieve. And that's going to be one of those things that you go through. Let's see if I can pull them up. This with an autonomous activator. As you could have probably seen in that chest back there, I have most of the parts for this. The redstone receptor coil. I actually have all the parts for this. These are interesting. These took me a second. I actually messed up, and that's why I have two steel. What are these gears? They're tin on the outside, iron on the inside. I originally just looked at this and I was like, oh, they're tin. They're completely tin. They're not. The centerpiece is actually an iron ingot, while the outside 4 are tin. That was a mistake that I made. So hopefully that'll save you a little bit of time. But other than that, we need about, I think we need 2 of these, one on either side of the sieve to make it automated. One of them is going to hold the gravel, which it throws into the sieve, and the other one to actually push the sieve and make it sift through the stuff. And then on top of that, actually, I forgot, we are going to need 1 vacuum, or at least this is how I intend to do it, is with a vacuum chest. This is not too hard. I actually picked up some pulsing iron ingots, 2 of them from I think an epic or rare loot bag. So we actually have enough to do this design. Plus we have our diamond. Diamond's not going to be a big deal. But that's going to be the hardest part of this, because the rest of it's just iron ingots in a chest. But this should, anytime anything pops out of the top of the sieve after we've automated it, this should suck it up and hold it there for us to collect at a later time, so that stuff just doesn't come popping out of the top like it usually does if your inventory is full. Alright guys, I kind of have to tell myself I made a huge mistake. So last night before work I was trying to finish up recording this video, and I thought, hey, it'd be a good idea to show you guys what it looks like to hook up the autonomous activator to the sieve. So it just to give it a kind of a test run before next episode. And I forgot that it requires RF to run. I don't know why I forgot that. I should have just remembered that off the top of my head, but I wasn't ready with the generator and I had to be leaving for work in like 10 minutes. So I tried to pop our Sterling generator out of the mob grinder over here and use that one instead of just making another one, which would have been super easy. But because of that, it all just went totally wrong, and as you can tell, I blew up the whole front of my mob grinder. Luckily, we do still have the majority of the parts here somewhere. I kind of panicked through stuff in chests, but somewhere around here I actually managed to save the grinder portion of the mob grinder. I lost the generator, which I'm not too worried about, but when I respawned and came back over here, the grinder was actually sitting right there perfectly on the edge of this, where you could see the creeper blew up. I thought I had the whole thing shut down so I could get inside the mob grinder to grab the Sterling generator, which popped backwards into the mob grinder. But when I actually went in there after clearing out all the mobs, it was stuck, and I couldn't pick up the sprite in my inventory, and then a creeper fell on my head. So that's pretty much the whole story there. If you're wondering why it's a little setback, or maybe it's going to look a little different next episode, that's what happened. But I mean, it was not pretty. It's not my finest hour. Some words were said out of anger, but I believe I've got all the materials I need to completely rebuild all of that. Everything that I lost. I think I only lost a couple of the conveyor belts, which I still have leftovers from the first time I built it. I think I'm missing just the glass and the Sterling generator. And we did lose one of our transfer nodes, which I'm pretty upset about, because I think I only had two more transfer nodes from the original time that I made them, and that was one of them, so I should only have one left, which is upsetting because transfer nodes are a rather expensive thing to build in Minecraft. But other than that, probably going to end the episode here because it's been kind of disappointing. But if you like to watch me struggle, give me a thumbs up. If you like to watch me struggle in the future, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys later.